Here's our video walk around for the 2022 Ford Explorer 4-wheel drive dark green. Oop. All right, here we go. I really do like this color. It is an interesting one. I've always been a big fan of greens myself. But that is just me. Big fan of the earthy tones. This one is very free of dings and dents as far as I remember, and this is a pretty new one that we recently got on the lot. It is in pretty good condition. All right. So even as I'm kind of scanning it here up close, I'm really not seeing any dings or dents, which is generally the case for our vehicles, but you know, them being used vehicles, there's always an occasional opportunity for a small ding. But as you see, there's nothing huge. Actually looks pretty good. Just mostly looks like the only thing all over this vehicle is currently dust and fingerprints. So here we are under the hood. You see, very clean. Doop. Boop. Boop. All right. Let's take a look over here. Get you nice down and in there looking around. All right. So there's our under the hood. We're going to go ahead and hop inside. You'll see, this green and black, it just really pops. I really think so. I really like the interior look here of the door. You will see your handle, your locks, your window controls, or your mirrors, your windows, your mirror lock or your window lock, your lights, your turn signals. And it's pretty basic. All right, here we go. Electric seats. Watch that baby slide. Very cool. Watch that baby sit up. Very cool. And then I know it's hard to see these, but lumbar support all the way out. Now going back in. Yeah, awesome. All right, so here we are. Nice and cozy. Very nice, very nice. All right, let's get this bad boy going. Let's see, watch those lights not light up. Yes, thank you very much. I appreciate all that information. Good to know. All right, here you will notice a couple extra lights lit up this time. The first one being the parking brake is on. You will see that I am not wearing a seatbelt. You will also see that the hood is open and that it could use a bit of gas. Yeah. All right. Don't know if you're a Joan Jett fan, but if you are, here's a little sample of a radio. Sorry about that. I get a little excited. Listen to some good jams. Now this one's going to be a little more simpler in the, in this control center here. Just your audio, your phone, some of your apps here, which is mostly going to be your add device, find mobile, so forth, and then your settings. All right. Let's see what all gets on here. Valet mode, voice controls, very neat, very neat. All right, and then here's going to be our climate control. Go ahead and get the temperature nice and low in here, and we'll go ahead and get that fan going nice and high. Yeah, watch that wind blow. There we go. Let's get it going. Watch them little hairs dance. Yeah. Good AC. Alright. Nope, right in front of my face. Alright. You got some little storage control right here. A little storage area right here. You know, be able to slide your phone in there, store it safely. You will see that you have plenty of power options down here for your card port, your standard USB port, and your USB-C port. Now, this is one of those vehicles that I have been kind of talking about in some of these videos, if you've been watching, that for some reason designers have moved away from the, you know, stick shifter to this dial here. It is neat. It is pretty simple, you know, park, reverse, neutral, drive. And then I believe, I don't remember what the L was for. I'd have to check back. All right, but one thing I am going to show you here is you do get a backup camera. You kind of, you know, also for your trailers. Very cool, very cool. All right, go right back and park. All right, cup holders. You got your drive modes, you know, for towing. You also got for sand, snow, so forth. You will see some storage here. You know, it's a decent amount of storage. Not quite as big as much as the last one, but you got a good bit. Alright, and then our passenger side. You will see also here that really nice sound system. Make sure that everyone's having a jamming good time. Alright, we're going to walk around to the back. Take a check out of the back seat. Go ahead and pop the trunk on this one while we're at it. Thank you for that. Now, what I do like about this vehicle is a couple of things. One thing is the captain chairs. Oop, I apologize. The captain chairs. These are really neat because I always feel like it's easier to, you know, climb in, scoot in, get in the back there, opposed to having to wrestle with the chair, with the seat to kind of wiggle back here. I mean, it's still obviously very much an option, you know, but if you don't want to have to mess with it, they can just go ahead and hop right back in the back. You'll also see that here in the back, they got nice little, you know, comfort. All right, and it's just as easy as grabbing that right there. That comes right forward from the climb on in, if that is your, you know, your desired effect. Also, another thing that I do like about these seats, you know, in case you might need them, you know, they're that age, kids, grandkids, is that they do have the car seat anchors. You will also notice here that they do have some climate control options, and they do have some charger outlets with some cup holders there. Very cool, very cool. And of course, you get your snack holder here, some extra snack cup holders there. Sorry about that, folks. So here's our boot. You will notice that we do hit, you know, not a whole lot of storage back here. You do get some hideaway storage spots. You know, kind of drop a little something down in there, or pop this right up here. This is going to be some storage, you know, you will see. Ooh, an umbrella. Very cool, very cool. Not often you get a free umbrella in a vehicle. Very neat. Some more storage. And of course, if you needed the ultimate storage for your back seat here, it is just as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. Boom, extra storage. Now the front two seat, or the middle two seats, will go down if you do need that little bit of extra storage. All right, here we go. Go ahead and let that bad boy down. So smooth, so smooth. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take a look from the other side here, just so you can get a look at all angles. I know you're kind of coming from a distance, so I want to make sure you're ready to come make that trip to take a look. Seat pockets, some more little storage for coloring books and so forth. Captain armed chairs. I love the captain's arms. Makes it much more comfortable. All right, Alrighty, folks. There's our general walk around. Also, you will see here blind spot monitor. I love the blind spot monitor on all vehicles. It's really cutting down on the amount of, cutting off there. All right. Gonna pop in here real quick just so you can take a look. Very cool, very cool. Alrighty, folks, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna end this one right under the hood so you can kind of get a listen. I apologize for the yelling there. The car gets a little excited when the key isn't inside the vehicle, so it will remind you. But here we are back at the front. I'm gonna go ahead and let you kind of listen to the motor for about a minute so you can kind of just, if you got a mechanic or someone mechanically inclined near you, they can give it a listen to and give you their opinion. But here you are. I really appreciate you guys reaching out to us here at Auto Savvy of Maryville. Any questions or concerns, please go ahead and reach out. We'd love to, take the time to carry on the conversation with you.